I have some time on my hands, so I can do some kind of experiment to show you what is osmosis and what is oncosis, or what is an osmotic fluid and what is an oncotic fluid. The difference between the two is that whatever you drink, whatever you eat, somehow it will get to your bloodstream. How fast it will get to your bloodstream, it depends on the content of the liquids or the substance. The solubility of the substance in the blood and the intestinal juices, that will determine how the food and the drinks will get from the intestine to the bloodstream. Generally, it will affect your entire health condition. For example, let us start with the water. This is water, this is coffee, chocolate, and milk. And this is diet Pepsi. And this is paper. Let us just put a drop of each of these fluids on the paper and see how they behave. There will be interaction between the fluid and the fiber. The capillary nature of the paper. Let us start from the water. That is the water. Just put a drop here on the piece of paper. Don't to make a mess. That's enough. You can see the red and look at how fast it's spread. This is water. This water has no electrolytes at all. So when you drink water, this is how fast it will get to your bloodstream. Spread so quick. Let us take the coffee. As you see, this is chocolate and milk in the bottom. Let us just take some of it, drop it here. If you look at the coffee, it did not spread at all. It is bulging on the top and sticky. Why? It is oncotic. Oncotic means the molecules are too big. It doesn't spread in the fiber. Look at the coffee. After a while, if you magnify it, you are going to see the water start separating from the coffee. And the coffee, the large particles are sticking together, and you can look at the boundaries. It has very high surface tension, and in this area you can tell there is some penetration of the water, of the paper, of the tissue. If you look at here, there is some penetration, but the nature of the molecule, because they are big, they are not penetrating the paper quickly. Look at the paper, it penetrates quickly. That's the difference between a liquid that has no electrolytes and the coffee that has large molecules. The milk molecules are fat molecules, and the chocolate. Let us take the diet Pepsi and see how it's going to behave. Going just to put a drop. Look at that, it's spread like water. Is it water? It is less than water. In a spread, I put too much, but you can tell that Pepsi has a lot of water. It is sticky. This is how the molecules of the material determines the filtration, how fast the fluid can go through a filter. This piece of tissue is a filter. This is like the walls of your small intestine. How your intestine is going to absorb the diet, that's the chocolate, and the water. That will determine how fast the fluid is going to get to your brain. The faster you get it to your brain, the more disturbance you have to your health. So if you drink a lot of water, you can have water toxicity. Because look at that, the water can go quickly, leaks from intestine to the bloodstream, get to your brain will have a lot of water. But the chocolate milk did not even penetrate the paper. So it will stay in your intestine for long hours until the digestive juices of the intestine, the pancreas, and pancreatic juices, the bile of the liver, start working on it. So the coffee and the milk and the chocolate is going to take too much time before your brain feel anything about it. Look at the coffee is sitting, protecting itself. It does not want to go through the paper at all. If you take this piece of paper, tissue, and you turn it other way around, the chocolate part does not even want to bend. I wanted to turn it this way. This part in the middle, the chocolate did not go through. We bend it. The chocolate is right here, did not go through at all. Very little. The water penetrates completely. The water penetrates. If you look at we are going to do it again, drop by drop. This is just a demonstration on how the molecules, the large molecules of the fluid that you drink or eat will determine the absorption, how fast the absorption is. When you drink water, it will mess you up badly because it is going to dilute the blood. The cells are going to have more water than protein, than vitamins, than electrolytes. While the coffee is going to moderate the process to make it take longer, so you are not going to mess up your brain. Let us do it again with just a small drop. Just take this out of here, bring another piece of tissue. Let us do that. This is not white. We make another experiment. We drop. Let us now use more controlled method. Use straws. Where is the straw? Here is a straw. Here is how much water I will get, and here is the drop of water. That's good. This is how fast the water penetrates. Let us now take the chocolate. Chocolate does not penetrate, it does have very little water. Very little water if you look at it. It doesn't penetrate at all. Now let us have the diet. Put it here. And from here we can get So as a matter of fact, the diet Pepsi acted mostly like water. Unless you are going to make the estimation on how transparent here the ratio between the outside layer. Here is, look at the outside layer is pink. That's the water that did not penetrate all the way through. Here the diet Pepsi is small. Here the coffee has nothing. This is because the coffee is oncotic. Oncotic means large molecules that does not penetrate the bloodstream quick. Just put more drops of this Diet Coke here, not much. To see if the ratio of the penetrating part on the outside would be different. This is a diffusion process. The diffusion of the liquid in the material, in the fiber, it's an electrostatic process where the molecules of the liquid creep through the molecules of the fiber, and we get this kind of diffusion or spread. If you look at the outside here, you have areas that the paper still is not penetrated completely, partially, and here is the red one are complete penetration. This is because this is a Diet Pepsi. The water is a lot of the penetration is in the middle, and the spread away is because the molecules are very light. The molecules of water are very light. The molecules of the chocolate are very heavy. The molecules of the Diet Pepsi are in somewhere, not in between, but very close to water.